Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you some miniature coastal tier tray DIY decor. Super cute, super easy to make. I hope you will enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get started. DIY number 1. For this project, I'm taking these handles from foam brushes. I always save those, and what I'm going to do, I will just cut the last one to different length because one was already shorter than the first one. So all of them are supposed to be different length or sizes, and I used my miter box to cut it. After that, I am just sanding a little bit. I didn't want it to be perfect whatsoever. And then after I have all 3 of them done, this is how they look like. I will take this box cutter and I will actually cut some slits and chop some pieces off and make it really used up and old. After I was done with this part, I'm gonna go ahead and paint them, or actually stain them. I'm gonna be using this gray chalk paint by Martha Stewart and baby wipe, and I will just pretty much wipe the paint onto the these sticks. And then I'm going to take the folk art antique wax, and I will do the same, focusing on those areas where I actually cut the slits in the wood pieces. Alrighty, now that I have this done, I'm going to go ahead and assemble these 3. I'm going to put them 2 larger ones next to each other. I just wanted to make sure that those slits that I created are visible. And then one smaller one will go in the middle. I'm using my hot glue gun to just attach those together. Now that I have that done, this is how it looks like. Now I'm going to be using just nautical rope. This one is not from the Dollar Tree, but you can use really any one that you have. I'm using hot glue to secure it, and I'm wrapping 2 times. And I am gonna secure again and cut the end. After that, I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom. And after I was done with that, this is it for this project. This cute little pier post is so adorable. This one is definitely my favorite project for today. I think it was so easy to create and looks absolutely gorgeous. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this one, and would you recreate it? Okay, DIY number 2. I'm going to be using these pieces of craft sticks. These are a little bit larger craft sticks. And I already had them cut to this size. Previously, it's actually leftover of what I was crafting before. What I'm doing right now is just to make a little curve in the middle. And I'm going to do that on both sides. I am using this box cutter, going very slowly on both sides, but if you're doing this, please be very careful. So after I was done creating this flip-flop shape, this is how it looks like, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other one. Here they are. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to be using this seashell pink color by Folk Art. It's acrylic paint, and I painted one side, and that's going to be the bottom. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and use this beautiful sage color. I believe it's sage, yes. By Folk Art, it is a chalk paint, and I'm going to be using that for the top of my flip-flops. When I was done painting these 2, when they were completely dried, I'm going to be taking a Folk Art antique wax. Or no, I'm sorry, it's a Waverly chalk paint in the color truffle. And I will just paint the... how would I say that, the side of the shoes. So there you go, all the way around. Okay, now that I have all that dried, I'm going to be using jute cord, and I took one piece of it, measured how much I need, and then I'm going to fold it in half. And right there where it folds, I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to squeeze it together. And after that, that's going to be the middle part of the flip-flops, and I'm going to hot glue that on to the bottom on the wood piece. And then I'm going to measure how much to cut and hot glue the rest of the pieces of the flip-flops to appropriate sides. And I'm doing the same thing on the other one. After both of them are done, look how cute they are. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love them, love them. I think they're adorable, turned out super cute. You can recreate this making any size that you want, but these are perfect for my tier tray. And as always, you know I would like to hear what do you guys think about this one. DIY number 3. I'm going to be using the same size of craft stick. This one is actually from Walmart, I believe, and I think it's maybe jumbo. And I cut it in half, then I rounded, or actually rounded and pointed a little bit both ends, and now I'm sanding it. And I'm creating actually surfing board. Okay, now that I have this, I'm gonna go ahead and take these two paints. So Rust-Oleum chalk paint in a linen white color and coastal blue. First, I'm gonna paint everything with this white color. I painted 2 coats, dried it, and now I'm gonna take these 2 different kind of paints. Painter's tape and this small tape. Painter's tapes are going on around, and small tape goes right in the middle. And now I am using this coastal blue color, but I'm using the same brush that I used earlier. So the color will get a little bit more kind of a grayish, which I really, really like. I didn't want blue to be too dark or too bright. Now I'm peeling off the tape and I'm revealing this cute little board. How cute is this? Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. I think it's so, so adorable, but tell me in the comments down below, as always, what do you guys think? For all of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy you guys are here. On my channel, you can find a lot of budget-friendly DIYs, decor ideas, thrift tips, and some home improvement DIYs that I'm going to share with you in the near future, and my husband will help me as well. If you like something like this, please give this video a thumbs up and my other videos. It means so much to me and it helps my channel getting promoted on YouTube. Also, if you're new, subscribe. I would really like to have you. For all of you that are returning, thank you so much for all your support. It means so much to me. I am on social media. I'm on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. If you're there, come and say hi. Let's get to know each other. Okay, and now let's go ahead and DIY. DIY number 4. I'm going to be taking the other half of this craft stick that I used earlier, and I am going to roughly draw ore. So very, very roughly, and I'm using again box cutter, scissors first and then box cutter to shape it. Very, very slowly. I was very patient, going back and forth until I reached the shape that I liked. I sanded it to make sure everything looks nice and smooth, and there it is. Okay, now that I have that done, again, I'm going to be using the same 2 paint colors that I used earlier. So first, I'm going to paint everything with the white chalk paint, 2 coats, and then after everything was dried, I'm going to be using painter's tape to position them on the handle and on the or actually pedal itself, and that way I will have 2 of those lines. When I was done with these 2 lines, I realized I would like to have 2 more in different shade. So I'm going to be positioning the tape so I create a smaller line right next to these existing lines, and the color will be the same color sage that I used earlier for the flip-flops. I just wanted this ore to have 2 different shades, and I really like the way it turned out at the end. So now that I have this painted and dried and peeled off, this is how it looks like. I'm going to be now using jute twine, just a piece of jute twine. First, I am creating a little loop and hot gluing it together, and I'm going to hot glue that on the back of the top of the handle. I cut off the excess, and then I'm starting wrapping this jute twine around, securing it with a hot glue. I just wrap it several times and again secure it with a hot glue, and that's going to be it for this project, guys. Another super simple, super easy, and basically free decor for a tier tray. Again, please tell me in the comments down below, what do you think about this one? And the last DIY for today, DIY number 5. This is the lid from the oatmeal, and I'm going to cut out the middle part. So I'm going to just leave the ring, outside ring. After I cut out with scissors, then I took an X-Acto knife just to smooth it out a little bit and sand it. Now this is what I was left with, and I'm going to be using the same 2 paints that I used so far in all these projects, and I'm going to be painting this ring. So I painted outside and inside with the white first, and so basically this will be the life ring. So I am dividing the colors in 4 sections. So 2 opposites white and 2 opposites blue, just like so. And after everything was dried, I'm using this white, off-white actually, macrame cord that I had on hand, and I am starting by securing with a hot glue and wrapping, I believe, 5 times around right where 2 colors meet. And I'm gonna do that with all 4 sides where the colors meet. Now I made sure the beginning and the end are kind of tucked under the wrapping so it's not visible. And after I was done with that, this is how it looks like. Now I'm going to take a little more of this macrame cord, and I am going to be adding this cord around, securing with a hot glue in the back. Now if you wanted, you could have done this by gluing it first and then wrap it several times around so it's not really visible. But this was my afterthought, so I think it still turned out really, really good. After I was done with this is how it turned out. This super cute, a little life ring. I really like it. And again, as always, I want to hear what do you guys think about this one. All these projects were made out of literally nothing. These are the either recycle items or items that I had for crafting, leftover from previous crafting. I absolutely love all of them. Tell me which one was your favorite. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.